What's going on, guys? Tailsy6 here with Weekly Review, and today is the long-awaited wait for the review for Okamiden. Now, this is a very special review that I went ahead and promised the Okami fan page on Facebook. So I'm going to try to probably either post it on both YouTube and Facebook to go ahead and show my thank you as thank you for not only letting me join the Okami fan page on Facebook, but also just to show off to everyone that's a fan on that page. So if you have a Facebook and if you are a fan of Okamiden or the original Okami on PS2 or Wii, definitely check out that Facebook page, and I'll include it also in the description below. But anyway, guys, this is the review that you guys have been waiting for. Weekly Reviews reviewing Okamiden. So guys, let's waste no more time and get to the review. Hi there, guys. This is Okamiden for the Nintendo 3DS, or at least for the DS. I'm playing on the Nintendo 3DS. Now, the thing with Okami with me is this is one of the most amazing games that has ever been made from Capcom, or the entire series has been the best I've ever seen on not only just the Nintendo DS, but on the Nintendo Wii. It's one of those types of games that, even if you're not a huge fan of puzzling, it gets you an adrenaline rush, not only just from doing the puzzles, but the amazing characters, and as well as just the amazing boss battles and the enemies that you fight. So let's go ahead and talk about controls. If you're playing on the Nintendo 3DS, you can use the circle pad or the analog stick, whichever you want to call it. The D-pad you can use to move around Chibi-Chirasu, but in my opinion I like using the analog stick just a little bit better because it just has a better feel to it. Using B for jumping, as you can see. You can use Y for attacking. If you have the sword, like how I've got right here, you can be able to charge up your attack and be able to strike your enemies down. Using A to dodge, and then you use nothing for X. So, let's go ahead and show off some gameplay now. Okay, so now we're going to take out these two clams and try to use what techniques I can show y'all. Now, you have many different techniques from the Okami series, including using bombs, slashing attacks, and the blooming technique, which you can see right there that I just did. So let's go ahead and put a bomb in this guy's mouth and just blow him to pieces. What do y'all say? Let's see how bad he reacts. And just watch him jump all around. And we got us another demon part. So now we'll go ahead and take out this next guy. And I can't believe that didn't work. And that time it didn't work either. That will, though. But after every enemy that you defeat, you will gain yen, and as well as his total score that you earned, as well as partner help if you have a partner with you, which, as you can see, my partner is gone right now. But if you did have a partner, you would get a partner help extension for using yen if he also helped you or she helped you. So, let's go ahead and talk about some other things about the game. One of the only main problems that I do not like about this game is just very, very small things. So I hope that I'm not going to be making anybody upset when I go ahead and say this, but I despise the camera options that they gave us for the Nintendo 3, for the DS. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that the DS is limited for the way that you can do controls and stuff, but I would have liked it if you just had an auto camera to be able to follow you everywhere you go. Because, I mean, in a kind of way, the camera kind of automatically does follow you. But I just don't understand why they had to have a secondary camera to make it so you can look around and everything. I mean, it makes it so you can be able to see everything around in your area. I understand that, but it was just something I think that they shouldn't have added. Because I don't like fiddling with that camera. Now, otherwise, the other small thing that I have with this is it does have some slowdowns due to everything that is going on the screen. Now, this is a common complaint. It's not a very bad complaint. It's just because of course, well, this is on the DS. So, I want everybody to not hate on me too much for saying that, because I mean, it's an amazing game either way. Even though of the camera problems, just the things I don't like about the camera, and the small slowdowns with the graphics that everything is going on, it is an amazing game. It deserves nothing but the utmost respect from every single gamer who has ever played or even heard of the series Okami. And I mean, anyone who owns any game that has to do with puzzling knows exactly what I talk about when it comes to playing a game that gets you hooked. Okami was one of those games that got me hooked. Now, I will admit that it has been a long time since I last touched my original copy of Okami. Of course, I had the Wii version. I'd never got the PS2 version when it first came out. But when I played on even the Wii version, it was still amazing. So now we're going to see what's inside this crystal, because I got a feeling there's something in there. But we'll also take out this guy too. Of course, like I said, not trying to fail as bad as I'm doing. But overall, other than the small complaints that I have about this, the game is outstanding. Graphics aside, and small camera issues aside, the game is outstanding. Anyone who does not own the game needs to own it. And not only just because it's made by Capcom. It is Okami, for one. Anyone who does not own Okami fails. Literally. Okami is one of those types of games that gets your adrenaline, gives you an adrenaline rush, it gets your blood pumping for all the amazing boss battles, and it also gives you, and I will admit this, it has given me a couple tears from the story, because the story is a very heartwarming story. Capcom has done an amazing job with the Okami series, and I'm really hoping that they continue it with the way that they're doing it right now. So, this is also a very special review that I was promising for the official Facebook page for Okami fans. So, guys, I'm hoping that you enjoyed this review of Okamiden, and I'm hoping that I didn't have too much hate coming from y'all. But the game gets, in my opinion, a 9 out of 10. Now, I know that that's not a perfect score, but I'm just hoping that you guys enjoyed the review. And thank you guys for watching. This has been Wii-kly Review. Take care. Later.